So this madness of Time for a King kind of started when I was just a little boy. I didn't know it at the time that God was giving me this vision, but now looking back on it, it's just crazy at what God has done. When I was a little boy, I attended the same church that Johnny and Mark used to attend, and every year for Christmas, they would do Carol the Bells Trans-Siberian Orchestra and Oh Holy Night Trans-Siberian Orchestra. And I just loved this music. I fell in love with it. And so I always said to myself, I want to learn to play the drums, and I want to learn to play it with Johnny and Mark. And so ever since then, I fell in love with Trans-Siberian Orchestra. My parents, my mom and dad, took me to see Trans-Siberian Orchestra live in concert. And I just fell in love with the light show and the production, and I said, what if we could take this and put it into the church environment? So here's a 19-year-old going and approaching these people to be a part of Time for a King, and you can only imagine what was going through their head. Here's a 19-year-old asking people to put their time into this, be here every Thursday night from May to December to be a part of this production. And so it's just amazing to see what God has done.
I'm like, well, you know what? I would love to be able to help them with that vision. I'm like, I definitely felt, God, say to me, hey, this is how I'm wanting to use you. I'm wanting to use you to help someone who's got a vision. That was definitely something I wanted to do. Like, to be able to definitely get involved with people, with other, Christians, the spiritual mindedness that I have and everything like that. And it helps a lot, being able to practice with such good people and such good guitarists as you. A fiddle player, piano player,
right.
Like that.
Right.
And so,
jack of all trades,
yeah,
master
exactly.
of absolutely not a one.
When Trey first approached me about playing in Time for a King, I just kept telling him there is no possible way that I could do this. I cannot play this magnitude, this music. I'm just not that talented, and he would not take no for an answer. He just kept saying, yes, you can. I would answer him again, no, I can't, Trey. But Trey takes no's not an option. No's not an option. So had it not been for Trey pushing me, I'd probably never in a million years stepped outside of my box and tackled something this big.
I never saw his vision. Honestly, I had not a clue what was going on in his mind with it. I thought it was just a jamming concert, Christmas concert that we were going to put on at church. The first year, I didn't know till the actual dress rehearsal where we had the drama part of the concert that came in, and it's like, I was blown away. I was blown away.
It's great to have a group of people around you who love doing the same thing, and God has just put amazing people to be a part of Time for a King. And all these pimples on my face, it's stressful. It gets stressful sometimes, but it's great to have people around you who love doing this, and it makes it fun, and it's worth the stress, and I love it. I love these people. I love coming to practice, and I'm just thankful for God for putting them and placing them in Time for a King.
It's been an awesome 3 years road, hasn't it, both?
Yes, it has.
It has. Yeah. Yes, we've had a lot of fun with this, and I think Bo and I have also grown closer and closer throughout this thing, even though we've known each other for a while. But what a blessing it is for me to be able to play with such caliber musicians.
And me.
Yeah. And if you're wondering why we have these pencils, if you'll notice, these erasers are well worn, and that's due to many changes.
Trey man.
Trey.
We threatened to hang him from the lights if he changed anything else.
He might be this year. He don't weigh a whole lot. He won't. Yeah, we could
we'll
hang
be
him
this year.
But now this year, Mark's joined him in the changes. You remember year before last, the day of the concert, they made changes.
Yes, the day
of.
The day of.
30
We've been
minutes
practicing
prior.
all year. The day of.
The day of.
But we had our pencils.
We were ready. Now these are new erasers for this year.
And it's really exciting to be a part of this
group, part of this band, you know, they're all great players and they all have good ideas, and there's no ego involved with any of us. And you know, that's a good environment to be in with a band. You know, everybody is focused on the one goal, and that's to uplift Jesus, and that's what we know is our responsibility with this production that we do. And again, you know, the musicians are outstanding, and it's great to work with them, and you know, everyone has a part of what we do. You know, we throw out ideas, and some we keep and some we don't, but you know, everybody has part of it, and we all take ownership in what we do as a group, and take pride in that.
There's so many instruments that are in the making of the Trans-Siberian music and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to use several we have several keyboard players. We have several strings, saxophone.
Yeah.
I mean, and where Trey comes up with these
switch-offs
people
and
too.
everything.
Yeah. And it's just getting people together. And you've played in bands. Just getting enough of the people together, their schedules together, where you can actually practice.
Yeah, and
It's
actually
difficult
squeeze in
enough.
the day and make time.
Oh yeah.
There's evenings when we don't feel like coming in, or I don't feel like coming in. I just want to call Trey and say, no, I'm not coming tonight. I don't feel like it. I'm tired. It's been a long day. But we come in anyway. And when we get here, we're just rejuvenated. We feed off each other. It's just a different feeling and atmosphere when we get here. You forget about being tired. And you know, it's just an amazing accomplishment when we get here.
Time for a King hasn't always been easy. We've faced obstacles, we've went over hurdles, and we didn't even know that there was going to be this year. I was ready to close the door, I was ready to hang it up, and some other people in the band were on the same page as well. And just to kind of give you a story of kind of what happened, August of last year, Eric Wright, who was a part of the band member, left practice here for Time for a King, and he never made it home. And so that really hit home for us. It was really hard. It was a struggle. We even faced challenges at that time. Do we keep moving forward? Do we keep going? But we knew Eric would want us to do it, and God said, keep moving, keep going. And so we did, and we listened to God. We was obedient to God. But then after Time for a King 2015, Johnny Fisher, our lead guitarist, went home to be with the Lord 3 days after our concert. And that was a very difficult time for us. It was a very low for us. And we struggled. We set the group down and we discussed whether we're going to move forward or whether we're going to hang it up. And God said, keep going. Keep going. We as a group, we prayed, we fasted, and God gave us that answer. And He gave us, He came, He conquered, He reigns. And so we're going to keep going, we're going to keep pushing forward until God says, you've done it. You've done what I called you to do.
There's a whole lot of things that the public doesn't see that goes on, like the time Eric lost power on stage year before last. And,
Yes.
and during the concert.
Yes.
Yeah, he lost power, and so
During his bell part, and I looked over and he was doing this, but nothing was coming out. So Tracy notified
the sound crew. I had to notify them through the Christmas tree that was behind me, but they understood what I was saying when I separated the tree. Hey, Eric's lost power. And I spun back around and kept playing, so I don't think anybody noticed, but
Noticed that.
poor Eric. Yeah, we miss him, and
Yeah, we did.
it's a huge loss. Last year. This is hard.
Yeah.
To see that keyboard with nothing but a wreath on it. But we got through it.
Yeah, we did.
We got through it.
Yeah.
And then 3 days later, losing Johnny. We just really weren't sure. We just really weren't sure what was going to happen this year. But to be honest, through much prayer and fasting, we did. when did we started that in January, I guess it was. We met and
Fasted and prayed.
fasted and prayed, and then we waited a month and we met again, prayed some more. Now we're without Eric, now we're without a guitar player, but God supplied the need.
When you lose people as great as Johnny and Eric was, I tell you, it just tore my heart apart. I really actually thought I had lost a part of my family. And well, I consider that I did. And it hurt me so deep because those guys was, were like brothers, my big brothers. They loved on me and they let me know how proud they were of me. We had things in common as far as music goes, as life goes. Me and Eric, we used to kid each other. I said I should have married him because we both worked at a funeral home. And, it's like getting up there singing and seeing those 2 spots empty now. I mean, with Eric, it was like, I didn't even think I could do it. I had to get out the tears, and then I just prayed about that thing. But when Johnny, now getting up there with him, it's just like a void is missing. It's a place missing in the band. So, I mean, I thank God for the new people that are coming in. But when you lose someone like that you got in a bond with, it kind of bothered me. It hurt. I prayed about it, talked to my husband about it, and Trey and them, they comfort me as I comfort them, and we got through it.
Johnny was my soulmate in music, and I learned a lot from him, played with him for a lot of years. And we didn't know when the Lord took him home whether we would have time for a king ever again. And what we had to do was lean on the Lord. If we prayed, Lord, if you want us to do this concert again, ever, you're going to have to provide a way for that to happen. We don't know what direction to go. We don't know who to ask to play. It's got to be something, Lord, that you put together. And and we knew that if we tried to put something together on our own, that it wasn't going to work. And but we I hear Johnny whenever we play these songs, and we're going to do the best we can to make him proud and make Eric proud. And again, the Lord worked it out, sent us some great guys to play, and I know that Johnny and his family wanted us to go on, and that's what we're trying to do.
How that guy could play, man. I mean,
Yeah, and like that was the main
his
thing.
fingers were like that long.
Yeah.
So he had it, yeah.
Like that was the main thing, because I was sitting there, and whenever I came to the first day of practice, I remember I told him, like, Johnny, I said, from what I've heard from everyone, on Facebook, to people telling me their personal stories, I'm like, just phenomenal guitar player, you couldn't touch the way he played. I'm like, I'm definitely not as good as him. I'm like, I can't feel his shoes. Like, I just, it ain't gonna happen, but I'll definitely give him 100% because, God definitely, pushed me, to be able to come and do this, and I'll give, 100% to y'all, and definitely be able to give 100% to God, and with the talent that He blessed me with. So that was
Well, so far so good, man. You're doing a real good job.
This year what you're going to see is you're going to have a mixture of your Trans-Siberian Orchestra music, but you're also going to have some worship songs like How Great Thou Art, Arise My Love, Days of Elijah. So we wanted to freshen it up, but not only that, but God gave us this. God gave us this vision. We prayed, we fasted for it, and He gave us, He came, He conquered, He reigns. This is God's production. It's not mine. It's not anybody else's that's going to be up here on this stage. This is God's production, and we're doing what He told us to do. And so we hope you enjoy it, because this is Time for a King 2016. He came, He conquered, and He reigns.
We're done.